All right, starting in alphabetical order. Well, numbers, then alphabetical. 100%. They deserve way more attention. Let's just get that out of the way. Rokyun is my bias. A truly underrated vocalist. He is outstanding. 21. God, they're all amazing. But if I had to pick, Minzy. Because, once again, she's incredibly underrated. Well-rounded individual. Just the whole package. I mean, she is a sextuple threat. Oh, that reminds me. I should do a part 2 to my sextuple threats video. 2 a.m. Easy. Jokwon. He must be protected at all costs. 2 p.m. Taecyeon. He is just a really nice guy. 4 minute. This was hard, but I would go with Jiyoon. Gyeun is a close second, but Jiyoon is very underrated, super well-rounded, a total package. AB6, Daehee, easily. It was Rose Scent Kiss for me. That's what did it for me. That's why he secured that placing. He is fierce, fabulous, and needs to be protected. Ace. Oh, boy, this was hard. Let's go with Donghoon. Byungkwon was also really close, but I love them all. I'm actually going to be seeing them in a month, and I can't wait to see it. They're my boys from Thailand. I literally been standing them since the Hot Pants debut stage, so they are criminally underrated, if you ask me. Next one, Apink. Eunji. Amazing singer, amazing vocalist. She could sing the dictionary. ATEEZ. Oof. San. That man. That's all. B1A4. This was down to 2 for me. When I watched Hello Baby back in the day when they were on it, I loved Bato and Sandul. They're wonderful. I even had my own close encounters with them. They're just all around great. I love them to bits. But since Bato's not in the group, I guess Sandul. Who, by the way, is an incredibly talented singer and should be way more popular than he is. Beast, or Highlight. Yosup. That was easy. He's also incredibly talented. An amazing vocalist. BIGBANG. Taeyang. Well, you would think it would be because I'm like thirsty for him or something, but in reality, he's another very well-packaged and very talented individual. Well-rounded, sextuple threat, of course. But his song Wedding Dress was one of my first early intros into K-pop, and, I've been in love ever since. He may be off the market, but I still have the wedding dress in the closet waiting for him. Call me. BLACKPINK. This was hard, but I'm going to go with Lisa because she is fierce and fabulous and commands up. I just give myself to her. BoA. Okay, she's not a group, but let's be real, she's basically a group. I'm surprised she doesn't have back problems for carrying K-pop and so much on her shoulders for so long. BTOB. Easy, Minhyuk. Again, that man. I know summer's approaching, and if he attends Water Bomb Festival again, I am very fearful for my fertility. BTS. J-Hope. He's always smiling. I like that about him. He just makes me happy. And deep down, I know he's a little sassy, and I think he and I would be great friends. Day 6. Young K. They're all amazing, but my eyes tend to go to Young K. His voice is amazing, so I'm just going to pick him. Dreamcatcher. For so long, it was always Yuhyun. She, too, always had the interesting hairstyles or colors that made me more drawn to her. But then I saw Dreamcatcher in concert. And I saw Suwa. She is batshit crazy. I love it. I had no idea, but I am here for it. Oh, honorable mention, Xion. She's also amazing. EXO. Chen has always been my favorite. His voice is outstanding. I truly admire his vocals. Have you ever seen my video on where I build a K-pop group using Pokemon types, where I build a team? He was featured, so sneak peek as to who was my bias of EXO. And then FX, another one featured on that building a team, LOONA. Love her to bits. She should be so much bigger. She is well-rounded, the whole package, an amazing person. Another sextuple threat. Really, I am just building this whole sextuple threat video. I should just get this one going in a cooker. Moving on, FTISLAND. I mean, there's not really a whole lot to choose from, but hunky. I mean, hunky. Okay, duh. But really, he is an amazing singer. Love him. Love his voice. You can tell that most of my biases tend to be vocally driven, which reminds me, maybe I should do a video on my favorite singers in K-pop. That would be hard. But if you like that idea, please let me know in the comments. And also, while you're at it, do not forget to smash that like button for me and subscribe if you haven't already, because, you know, I got a summer filled with K-pop content. Moving on, GFRIEND. Ooh, boy, this was hard. SHINee. She's another one where my eyes were always just drawn to her. I was always looking at her. She was really captivating, but I also really like Yuju, so I don't know. It was hard. Let's just go with them. Girls' Generation. You know, for so many years, I would always say that my bias was Yuri, because I thought she was gorgeous. But, you know, at the same time, I was also in the closet and trying to be straight. But fast forward to today, I always also really loved Taeyeon. It was really the Genie bridge that kind of did it for me. Another amazing vocalist in K-pop, Golden Child. Why? I don't know why. It's why. Next one, GOT7. Easy, Jackson, that man. But he is also incredibly talented, very versatile, a sextuple threat, which we've already established. But let's move on. Infinite. For a while, I always used to say Uhyun, but until I saw Infinite in concert about 10 years ago, it was Dongwoo that secured that position, because he is another one like J-Hope that's like super smiley and really happy. I really do admire the idols that are like, that love being an idol, that love their fans, and he is definitely one that's like so excited. I don't know what he's on. I'll have what he's having. And moving on, Kara, another underrated vocalist, Seungyeon. I also really want another Kara comeback. When I Move was absolutely amazing, and I need more of it. Moving on, Card. It's gonna be Matthew. We're on a first name basis, that man. Plus, I have a really hard time calling him by his stage name because I just get the giggles every time. But let's be real, they don't call him Big Matthew for nothing, if you know what I mean. LOONA. Easy, Eve. It was the song New. I love that song to bits. Seriously, one of the greatest K-pop songs ever. It's so amazing. She basically is top tier for me because of that song. Lovelyz. It's Miju. This gif right here. I love her. She deserves her own reality TV show. These are just goals for me, if you ask me. Next one, MAMAMOO, Hwasa. Oh, amazing. I love her voice. I love her just don't give a fuck attitude. I just love everything about her. She gives off queen energy and one that I don't want to fuck with in the back alley. MBLAQ. Not gonna lie, it was always Ejun. MONSTA X. Easy, it's Hyungwon. He was the unofficial mascot of my channel for so many years. He is effortlessly a meme. I love it. And also, unpopular opinion, I really like the Pepsi song with Hongbin called Cool Love. It's a guilty pleasure. Next one, MYNAME. A criminally underrated group, but if I had to pick a member, it'd be Sejong. He's another one that my eyes are always drawn to him. N.Flying. I think it's Hwaesung. The vocal acrobatics that man does, yes. Next one, NCT. There's a lot of members in NCT. Let's just get that out of the way. But easily for me, it's 10. That boy, we need to protect him at all costs. All costs. He is a treasure, and we don't deserve him. New East. It's going to be Baekho. That man. The name already has Ho, and that should already give you a clue. Oh My Girl, Seunghee. Another one that my eyes are always drawn to her. I don't know what it is. I'm always looking at her. So, therefore, she's my bias. She's also an amazing singer, so there's that. ONEUS. You know, when I saw ONEUS last year in concert, Wonho sealed that position. I could fit him in my little pocket. He's adorable. At one point in the show, the members were running around in the audience, and he was wearing a purple cowboy hat for Texas, and purple's my favorite color. And then he sat in front of me and did selfies with the girl in front of me and made her night, and that pretty much just sealed the deal for me. It just made me go, "Aw." Next one, ONEWE. Younghoon. That was not hard. Oh my god. His voice. It just gives me chills every time. He's amazing. Pentagon. Jinho. Only because I known him since SM the Ballad. He's a really talented vocalist, and he's also adorable. Another one you could fit in your pocket. Red Velvet. Wendy. Oh god. That girl can sing her ass off. Love it. Fun fact, I don't know if I should be proud of this, but back in the day, I used to be a writer for Koreaboo when it first started in 2010. But I don't want to talk about what it became because I stopped writing for them in 2011. And boy, do I have some stories for you. But anyway, we did this little contest way back when, and she was actually, I believe, crowned the winner. So it's hard to believe seeing her that come from that point and then debut in SM Entertainment and then become what she is today. So props to her. Love her to bits. She's amazing. Very incredibly talented vocalist. Moving on to 17, it's going to be Hoshi for me. I don't know if it's going to be the Ho in Hoshi, but I don't know what it is. My eyes are drawn to him. I really like him. He is a well-rounded, talented individual. But if I also had to pick other members, obviously Minkyu, duh. And then DK, who also is a really talented vocalist. But Seungkwang, there's so many great ones out of that group. But Hoshi, man, he is a little firecracker. And now SF9, it is going to be Taeyang. A super talented individual. An arguable sextuple threat at that. He's another one where I'm looking at the group and my eyes are drawn to him. I personally think he deserves to be way more popular. He is just amazing. SHINee. All right. Let's just get this off the table. I don't think you understand how difficult it was for me to choose a bias. They're all amazing. They are the whole package, that whole group. But if I'm going to be real, for the many years that I've always loved SHINee since the very beginning, my bias was technically always Jonghyun, an incredibly talented vocalist. And when I watched Hello Baby back in the day, his wit and how he carried himself in that show essentially made me realize that he and I could be best friends. He was a beautiful soul, an incredibly talented individual. I miss him dearly. He was so misunderstood, and we honestly did not deserve him. But for the time we got to spend with him, we are truly grateful for the gift that he was able to share with us. SISTAR, obviously Hyorin, another amazingly talented vocalist. One of my favorites at that, and another one that was featured in my Build a Team K-pop video. So that was going to be an obvious sneak peek for you. Next one up, Stray Kids. Ooh, yeah, easily, VIXX. He is another one where my eyes are always drawn to. I question if it's the voice. It just makes all the panties drop. Not mine, though. They were already at the foot of the bed. All right, next one, Super Junior. Another vocalist, Kyuhyun. Oh, man, his voice always just gave me chills, goosebumps, all the feels. The emotion. He was able to, back then before I learned Korean, transcend the language barrier for me, and I just felt things emotionally from him. So, yes, Kyuhyun, hands down, without a doubt. T-ara. It's Hyomin. Honestly, this is kind of weird to say, but during the I Go Crazy Because of You era, she was wearing these aviator glasses, and I thought they were so hot. Back when my quote-unquote straight days. But the whole thing, I was like, yes, girl, get it. Moving on, the boss, DGNA, Dekunama, who, by the way, recently re-debuted as Ascent, and please give them your love and support because they deserve the world. An amazingly talented group overall. But I always really liked Injun, who is another well-rounded individual and incredibly happy. TVXQ. This is really hard because, they've only been a duo for so many years, but if I had to go with OT5, which, might be an unpopular thing to do, but my favorite of the 5 members was always Jaejung. Again, that was a sneak peek from my Build a Team video, but he is just a well-rounded individual. Another sextuple threat, really. You know how I talked about my panties being at the foot of the bed? Well, let's be real. I stopped wearing underwear with him. Twice. Jihyo, oh man, that girl can sing. Go girl. I almost wanted to pick Nayeon because my eyes are also always drawn to her, and Momo as well, but Jihyo, you know, I am always just like clapping and cheering for her because she is so talented. Tomorrow by Together. Interestingly, I just saw them in concert here in Houston, and they were wonderful to see, but they were actually the inspiration of this video because I've always loved Yeonjun. Simply because he is another one where my eyes are always drawn to him. When I'm watching the group, he captivates me. He is charismatic. He is just a well-rounded individual, incredibly talented, deserves way more. Yeah, he is just the whole package. Yukis. Well, Soohyun. Simply because he's an amazing vocalist. But I do also really like Kevin. He is another one that deserves to be protected at all costs. Up Tension. Sunyul. Oh, protect him at all costs. He's another one. VIXX. Ooh, this was hard, honestly, because for so many years, I always just really liked Ravi. I never knew what was going to come out of that man's mouth, particularly in English, but it was just a treasure trove of content. But if you're going to make me choose between the members of today, I do also really like Ken. And moving on, the Wonder Girls, the gateway group for me into K-pop. Sunye was always my fave. She's an incredibly talented vocalist, kills it every time, but I also really like Sunmi. Both ladies know what they're doing, and they wield incredible energy, and I'm here for it. And finally, Wonho. Another one that's just a single person, but he's in a whole group now. That man knows how to put the ho in Wonho. I hope he's been enjoying my letters that I've been writing to him while he's in the military, particularly the ones that are seeking child support. Well, that's it for my list of biases in K-pop. I hope you had fun and enjoyed this. Please share your biases below in the comment section. Thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons for me. Check out many more of my videos while you're here, and I shall see you next time.